Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in our journey today, we are now at Coral Gardens in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are gonna head towards the town of Montego Bay. Then we are gonna be heading out of the town. We are gonna slow down the video so you can enjoy the scenery. Sit back, relax, and drive with me. Now, today, we are gonna call today Exclusive Sunday. From now henceforth, every Sunday, we are gonna bring to you some exclusive reports. We are gonna start today. We were planning on doing 2 videos, but we are gonna put everything in this one video. It's gonna be long, but I implore you, even if you start watching now and you have to stop, you're gonna want to watch all the way to the end. Some very interesting stories coming up. You remember yesterday we brought you a story about a guy. We told you that he was called Diva Brat or Diva Brat. We have some exclusive reports on that guy. Yes, that same one where he shot at a guy in a car. At the end of that story, we told you that we were getting some additional information. We have gotten the additional information and we are going to be updating that story. You also remember a guy that was taken out on Darling Street in Savlamar. He was popularly called Birdie. We have some interesting and exclusive reports. Birdie. Stick around. Like we said, very interesting. But first up, on your screen right now is Jennifer and Amelia. Jennifer is the queen, Amelia is the princess. Now, I know what you are thinking, that they are mother and daughter. No, they are not mother and daughter. Jennifer is the grandmother, Amelia is the granddaughter. Yes, I know she look young, but she's really the grandmother. Today, Sunday, September 19th, 2021, both of them are celebrating their birthday. Jennifer and Amelia, here is hoping that both of you have a wonderful birthday. We are hoping also that both of you live to see many more. Bless up yourself, Jennifer. Bless up yourself, Amelia. Happy birthday to you. Also, the lady you're seeing on your screen, her name is Mervilyn. Mervilyn, she's a day one supporter for this channel. Mervilyn, here is hoping that you have a wonderful birthday today. We are also hoping that you, Mervilyn, live to see lots more. Now, so what we are gonna do is we are gonna bring you the news stories, and then we are gonna bring you the exclusive reports. First up, this one, it took place at a street named 1 Street. No, 1 Street is at Cessnock District in the parish of Hanover. Our information is that a man, we are told that his first name is Odin. Odin, he is a music producer and he lives at the said Cessnock in the parish of Hanover. Our information is that on Friday, September 17th, 2021, some minutes after 11 a.m., the police were told that Odin, he and his baby mother, they were involved in a dispute. The police were also told that a gun was brought into play. As a result, the police went to the house. On arrival at the house, Odin was seen. We are told that a spent shell was seen at the front of the house. This indicated that a shot was fired before the police arrived. The police went into the house where Odin was, searched it, and a silver and brown .380 pistol with the serial number erased, affixed with a magazine containing 6.380 rounds were recovered by the police. As a result, Odean, music producer Odean, 30 years old, he was taken into custody by the police. We are told that the police will be questioning him and then he will be charged. So until he is charged, we are unable to give you his full name. In the next incident, this one, it took place along Hudson Street. Hudson Street is in Savlamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, we are told that on Friday, September 17th, 2021, some minutes after 8 p.m., a joint police military team, they were on patrol in the Savlamar town. They were traveling along Hudson Street when they saw two men. They stopped to check these two men. It is said that one of the men, he had what appears to be a bulge to his front at his waist. As a result, the police and soldiers, they requested a search of him. He was searched, and during this search, a gun was found in his waistband. This gun is a Kel-Tec 9mm pistol. We are told that the serial number was erased. This gun, affixed with a magazine containing 10 rounds of 9mm cartridges. As a result, Akeem Garrick, he's 23 years old and he's said to be a welder of Hudson Street. He was arrested and charged by the police for illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. So Akeem, he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. I keep telling you, that in days gone by, the guy that was held in Cessnock, Akeem and his friend, all three of them, funerals will be planning for them now. You would hear people bawling out but they want justice. But nowadays, for some reason, police stopped doing that. Yeah man, them stopped doing it. We have carried many cases where persons are held with guns. Police arrested and charged them. They go to court. It's a long time, a very, very long time, that we have carried a story where the police took out someone. In fact, the last such story that we carried was of Westmoreland's most wanted, a guy that they called Wani. So just remember, you can search it on YouTube. Just try and remember, how long ago was that? Police, nowadays they hold you with guns, they are taking you to court. But guess what happened? Most of these guys, when they go to court, they plead guilty. Less than a year, they are back on the street. Do you think when they come back on the street, they're going to come back out content model citizens? Do you think so? If you think so, keep on listening. Keep on listening. Now, if you are here, if you are watching our videos, if you have not yet hit on the like button, hit on it now. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell so that as soon as we drop a video, you'll be notified. Like we said, we are now past 34,000 subscribers. The channel has been growing, and it's because of people like you, our subscribers, why this channel is growing. Yeah, we notice sometimes some persons, they might have come and watch a 1 or 2 video. They are making some comments about we should put birthday greetings last and Ray. Let me tell you something. Our subscribers come first as far as we are concerned. The birthday greetings, they are gonna start off the videos. We are not gonna put our subscribers behind the stories. We are putting them up front. So if you start listening to the video and you hear birthday greetings coming up, you can always skip. But we are putting our people first. Once again, thank you for sharing our videos. Thank you for liking our videos. Thank you for telling a friend to tell a friend. We are growing. Thanks to you, we are growing. Enough respect. Now, in the first exclusive for today, there's a lot more to come, but we're gonna start from here. If we are gonna tell you everything in this one video, the video would have run to about 2 hours. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna start right here. We carried a story on Sunday, June 13th, 2021. It was about an incident that took place along Darling Street. You remember that story? We told you that a man and a young female about 17 years old, they were in a car. It is said that car, it was attacked and shot up. The female who was inside of the car, she was seriously injured. She was taken to hospital where she was treated, but she was later released. A lady, she was sitting nearby in her car. They call her Honey. She's a popular taxi operator in the town of Savlamar. She was just sitting in her car, waiting on somebody, when one of the bullets fired by the hoodlums and the male and the female in the car, one of the bullets grazed her forehead. Luckily, she survived. She was just slightly injured. In that attack, a man, he was subsequently arrested and charged. His name, well, he's known as Mooney. He was charged for that gun attack. The guy who was in the car, like we said, he was not injured. But the very next day, Sunday, June 13th, 2021, hoodlums went to a place named Hatfield in the parish of Westmoreland. A man, his name is Mr. Orlando Howell. He was popularly called Big Ed. He was 38 years old and he was a mason. He lived at Hatfield in the parish of Westmoreland. Big Ed, he was at his home. We are told that he was cooking dinner. He and a female companion, they were at home. It is said that some hoodlums entered the yard, opened fire at Big Ed. Big Ed was inside of the house, so he managed to jump through a window and tried to escape. But the hoodlums caught up with him and took him out on the spot. Now, Big Ed, he is the brother for the guy who was attacked the day before. Even though he was not shot, the guy who was attacked the day before along Darling Street, he was the target in that attack. It is said that Big Ed, who was taken out at Hatfield, he is the brother of that guy. We're gonna fast forward. You remember the attack that took place on Darling Street, 135 Darling Street, on Friday, August 27, 2021, about some minutes after 7 a.m. You have seen the video. But in that attack, a guy named CJ Satchwell, he was attacked and taken out by hoodlums traveling in a Toyota Axio. CJ Satchwell, he was popularly called Birdie. He was 22 years old and he lived at Barracks Road, a place named Gully Banks, in Savlamar, in the parish of Westmoreland. Like we said, Birdie, he was standing along Darling Street when a Toyota Axio motor car drove up. The men opened fire at Birdie. He ran off. The men chased him and took him out. Birdie was taken to the Savlamar Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. Now, we have been asking some questions. We have been doing some digging because we wanted to know what is the status of these cases. What we are learning is that, well, we told you already that somebody was arrested and charged for the shooting of the young lady who was in the car on Darling Street. He's popularly known as Mooney. In Big Ed's case, hear this, very interesting. Birdie, he has been charged for the death of Big Ed. You might ask, how comes Birdie is dead and is being charged? We are told that as far as the force is concerned, they still have to clear up the case. Because at the end of the day, if the case is still open, the question is gonna be asked, what happened to the case? So even though Birdie is no longer here with us, he was charged for the death of Big Ed. So based on the allegations, it is said that Birdie, he was one of the hoodlums who attacked Big Head. And on me as so, I'm telling you what the police force is saying. We are also told that the police, they have identified the attackers of Birdie. It is said that Birdie, his taking out was a reprisal for the death of Big Head. We are told that the police, they have identified the shooters for Birdie. And soon and very soon, someone will be charged for the death of Birdie. Now, as soon as this is done, we are going to be bringing you that information. Now, if all of this is true, you see why the crime is not going to stop? You see why the mayhem is not going to stop? Because right now, there are a lot of guys out there who are just waiting patiently to take revenge for something that happened maybe a month ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe even 5-10 years ago. So when I say the mayhem continues, don't blame me. I am speaking truth. What you must do is come and tell me, say, you are lying. Not only tell me I'm lying, point out where I am lying. In the final story for today, in yesterday's video, we carried a story. We told you of a guy named, well, he's called Deva Brap. We have been getting some information because we told you yesterday that we are going to be updating the story because we were getting some information. We got some information, but we wanted to do some verification. So today, we are going to give you some exclusives on the guy that you are seeing on your screen. His name, well, his alias name is Deva Brap. Well, it's either Brap or Brat, but I am going to be calling him Deva the Brat, and you're going to hear why. Now, the first name, Deva, although it is spelled D-E-V-A, he got that name from his Christian name. His correct name is Devante. So that is how he got Deva. I'm not sure where the other part come from, but you know there's a DJ with that name, Deva Brat. So I'm not sure whether or not it's from that. But like I told you, we are going to be referring to him as Deva the Brat. Deva the Brat, he's from D-side in Trelawney. For those who know those countrysides, you know that growing up, a lot of persons in those areas, they grew up poor. Deva the Brat, he wasn't so unfortunate. It's not like his parents were rich, but they could survive. We are told that his mother, she operated a meat shop in the area, whilst his father, he was a minibus driver. Well, we are told that he's still a minibus driver. His father, he used to ply the route Mount Salem to Montego Bay back in the days. But nowadays, he's plying the route Wakefield to Montego Bay. You know when some parents spoil them picnic, always taking up for them whenever they do the foolishness? We are told that Deva the Brat, he was spoiled by his parents, by both his mother and his father. Whilst he was in primary school, started giving some trouble. Whenever he got himself into trouble, his parents were always there to defend him. Deva the Brat, he left Wakefield Primary and started attending the Mushet High School, also in Trelawney. He gave a lot of trouble in high school. Deva the Brat, he was a fortunate kid. From a tender age, he had the privilege of having a United States visa. As a result, his parents used to send both him and his bigger brother away to the United States from time to time. We are told that his brother, he went on to become a soldier, but he is now living overseas, married and living overseas. Deva the Brat, at one stage, his parents sent him away because he was getting himself into too much trouble out here. So they wanted him to stay in the United States. But Deva the Brat, he decided that no, decide him thing there. You remember a case in 2019 Well, it was September 15th thereabout, 2019. A report came out that the police, they had carried out a raid at a house in D-side in Trelawney. 2 persons were arrested during that raid. One of the persons arrested was Deva the Brat. His sister was 16 years old at the time. She was also arrested. A Walter PPK handgun along with 10 rounds of ammunition were recovered in a room. It is said that Deva the Brat, he went to court, pleaded guilty, and took the rap for the gun. He was sent away. Can't be for too long because that was 2 years ago. But he's now back in the streets. It is said that Deva the Brat, he's involved in a lot of scamming, makes a lot of money, and has been buying guns and bullets. So it was no surprise to anyone in D-side in Trelawney when on Friday, September 17th, 2021, it is alleged that Deva the Brat, age 24 years old, he was born on January 20, 1997. He lived at a street named Doman Street in D-side in Trelawney. It was no surprise to anyone when Deva the Brat, because he and a guy had an argument earlier. The guy had a knife in his hand, so Deva the Brat, he ran away. The allegations are that he went to him or went somewhere, dig up his gun, waited because he knew exactly where the guy was gonna drive to. It is alleged that he came from behind the shop, opened gunfire at this guy, but luckily he was not hit. So Deva the Brat is now wanted by the police for shooting with intent as well as illegal possession of firearm. Deva the Brat parents, mother and father, are you gonna bail him out of this one? You have been doing that for ages and he has been getting from bad to worse. Are you still gonna bail him out of this one? Or are you gonna contact a pastor or contact a justice of the peace and tell your son, who you, both parents, groomed to become this monster? Are you gonna tell him to come let you take him to the station to hand over himself to the police? You see, as parents, we have a tendency to cuss out other people's children. And when it comes on to our children, we turn a blind eye as to what they are doing. We as parents, we have to take some of the responsibility for the monsters that we turn our kids into. They start out with them foolishness and we say, him soon grow it out, him soon get better. As a result, we pamper, we pet, we cover up, and we do all that we can, not knowing that we are turning them into monsters. So Deva the Brat, go give up yourself to the police. Yeah man, go give up yourself to the police. No, it might sound a way. Some persons might be listening and saying, boy, I'm take this one personal. No, it's not personal. We were contacted by persons from D-side in Trelawney because they heard the story that we carried yesterday and they are fearful. Persons are fearful. Sometimes we have to take a stand because we are aware of what can happen. We are sure persons in D-side will be sharing this video. So you people of D-side in Trelawney, if this guy don't give up himself and you know where he is hiding, call the police. Those shots that he fired, he didn't connect the target. It could have hit somebody else. Don't allow your little community to get out of hand. We are told that a lot of guns are in the area. You know what is happening. The guns are not there to protect you. Deva the Brat, he never buy no guns to protect you. Because, see, he turned it on one of the very same residents in the area. The ball is in your court. Do what you must to protect your community. And this goes for a lot more communities. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.